at home, 14 on the road. First possession of the game. Josh Giddey trying to back down, one of the best defenders. Giddey trying to put his head down, but went right into the tower that is Zubac. He is a big presence in the lane. Man contested, but Harden able to, this time Giddey able to fire it up to Dort. And as Dort tiptoeing around that baseline, Chet Holmgren launches.
And that's why they're where they are right now. Because of their ability to score the basketball and defend you on both ends.
And here is Kawhi Leonard. He's been so good when he's been healthy over the course of his career. Man from the outside, and that corner three is good. Man trying to back down Giddey. Going to work, looking for the cut. George, tough fadeaway shot. He was in Indianapolis, as was SGA. He's got the ball in his hands for the Western Conference. Shea, that time he got that step back. Sneak behind Leonard for that steal. Shot clock dwindling. Westbrook fires it inside. Zubac surrounded. Is he going to get it off in time? And a little no-look.
Before you figure out what that real true picture is going to be.
Zubac with the seal, not allowed Westbrook to get right around. As Kawhi Leonard, that big body of his, he is a physical presence. Can shoot over the top. There's that fadeaway, little line drive shot short, and Kenrich with a rebound.
And this is a chance for the Thunder to get out in transition also. Clippers are really good when they're just sitting there.
One of his best blocks of the season. Visit OKCThunder.com/blocks4bucks. Shea missed free throw number 2, but instead he'll step behind the three.
Put that in perspective, the Thunder made 7 here with 2 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Going up against fresh Kawhi Leonard, what a move. Shea, so adept at going left, he'll take that shot, but misfires. Coffee out on the break. Long stride, Isaiah Joe commits the foul.
It's just continued to keep the Clippers spread out and attack quickly.
Wiggins been wearing out that sideline, and he finds
I don't have that elevation like a Paul George or even a J-Dub as well. I mean, how about this behind the back pass and a wide? Let that ball kind of go. Just let that play out. Like the Paul George trying to dunk the basketball on Chet. No real contact there.
Well, it can be jarring because you got to change cities. Said his family's still in Charlotte. His kids are still in school. Is Norman Powell.
I mean, they move the basketball. You got Coffee passing over to Powell.
Little turnaround fadeaway. Jalen had another good look. And knocked down a couple of threes. Shea leans into that layup going to work.
My goodness. He put it out there on a platter.
Man, so good. Powell again from the outside. Norman Powell's got off that slip pass. Paul George kept the pivot foot up. And George from the sideline.
Well, the guys rightfully so because, just being a smart basketball player. If you can get to the free throw line just by initiating the contact, that's not initiating contact.
In and out on that three as SGA clutches the rebound. Trying to once again push the pace a little.
Back and forth between these two high-powered offenses right now in the second quarter. Both tied at 24 points apiece in the quarter. And it's just
tonight just to keep the Clippers off guard.
All right, thank you, Paris. This is the third best team offensive rating-wise in the NBA. Rebound, Zubac underneath. Dort trying to maneuver in the lane. Here, Tyronn Lue say stay home. And Dort from the outside have come in that exact same spot right around the elbow.
Yeah, man, that's his game. He's a mid-range shooter.
Oh, nice cut. Beautifully done.
He went to the free throw line 5 times in that first half.
Paul George fell to the floor. There's Isaiah Joe once again.
Defense.
Leonard got the double team. Ball swings over to Mann. His three from the corner, and Mann tried to throw that one down. Once again, Holmgren in the vicinity. Couldn't get it to go. Isaiah Joe, transition three, and that one is good.
Guys, he can plant himself really well against a taller, skilled player like Paul George.
And George, that time, dishes it underneath. Distributor, his 5th assist. Zubac now into double digits. Shea, little step back action, and he's got himself another three.
Just to make the defense play you honestly.
Westbrook and Zubac. This time on the backside, it's J-Dub. Once again, Isaiah Joe. As Powell also back in the game for LA. Oh, Shea just Glued him to the floor, and it leaves SGA open in transition. Too short on the three. And now they got to get back on defense. It's a 2-on-1. And Zubac is going to get blocked. Almost. So good, 9 out of 13. Fun watching him and SGA. Wiggins, his drive, nice move, went right away.
How did he do that? Oh my goodness. Looks like man kind of was indecisive once he took that, got up in the air.
And there's it's tapped over to Giddey. Another incredible defensive stand. Kenrich, that's good. There's so many hustle plays. That guy's like Jalen Williams, 4 blocks on the night. Shea pulls up mid-range, that's good too.
Those shots were falling in the first half. They've got a seesaw back and forth between these two ball club folks.
As J-Dub inside, goes right through the second consecutive miss. The Thunder can keep the clamps down on the Clippers. Chet Holmgren goes right at Zubac. There's now Josh Giddey will defend. George back outside to Harden. And there is James Harden.
You know, give credit to Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Those guys do a lot of the heavy lifting.
And Giddey sees
4 points. Put that in perspective, the Clippers had 30 at halftime.
And there is James Harden.
On that exact same play. So why is it a foul now?
And the Thunder trying to stop. Paul George trying to turn the corner. Hayward was on him. Good closeout, keeping Powell off the three-point line. Off balance, Coffey, and it looked like he was going to miss it. Try to follow it, no good. Paul George makes sure the feet are behind the three-point line. Bounces off the Zubac as we come up on 5 minutes left to go. Now he's going to take the shot in the mid-range and cashes it in. Allowed Tyronn Lue to take away a couple of primary players. You don't see Paul George. You don't see Kawhi Leonard.
His first minutes of the game.
As has Brandon Boston, number 4 for LA. SGA squeezes through a couple of the
half as well. You know, the Paul George, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard connection.
Clippers have scored just 44 along a couple of big fourth quarter threes. And Boston J-Dub's fourth quarter. And another deflection.
You know what's funny is that the Thunder were trying to foul.
And a nice steal. This will be an easy 2 for the rookie. Been as good as anybody in the NBA, particularly since mid-November. They're the second best record in the NBA. But tonight it was the second half.